Let me share you something I see very often. Many property buyers focus too much on the unit, the layout, the view, the furnishing. But the experienced buyer usually focus on something else. They focus on where long-term demand comes from. Today, I want to explain why township living in Malaysia doesn't just work for lifestyle. It also works very well from an investment point of view. Before we talk about township, we need to agree on one basic investment principle. The property performance always depends on demand. Demands come from people wanting to live there, people wanting to rent there, people willing to buy from you in the future. If the demand is weak, no renovation or furnishing can save the investment. Townships are powerful because they create and sustain demand naturally. So, what makes a township different for investment? A township is not just a collection of buildings, it is a long-term population strategy. In a proper township planning, jobs are created, facility will attract the daily human traffic, schools and hospitals bring long-stay residents, retail and offices bring recurring demand. This means the area is active not just during the launch year, but for many years after, right? Because normally township planning, talking about the mature township, will be around 10 to 20 years, right? It takes some time. From an investment perspective, this is quite critical, right? Why these models work so well in Malaysia? Malaysian market structure makes township investment very effective. One of the reasons will be most of the buyers are actually buying for stay, or they will stay first and then rent out later. Township attract this kind of buyer and owner-occupiers support long-term pricing. Second, infrastructure led the growth. In Malaysia, infrastructure shapes the demand. When transport, medical, education, and retail are planned together, the demand is more resilient. That is why investors often feel safer in township. Let's look at the proven example in KL. How township create the value. The first example will be Sunway. Sunway is actually a textbook example of township investment. Over the time, Sunway actually added a university, a medical center, a major shopping mall, offices, and hotel. Each addition brought more daily population, more jobs, more rental demand. Early residential buyer will be definitely benefited in this planning because of the demand keep expanding, right? And the second example will be Desa Park City. The reason the price there holds so well is because there is a strong lifestyle appeal in that particular township. Especially, I would say the most popular one will be pet-friendly concept. They have their own park, and there is a consistent of owner-occupied demand. And the investor there, they won't be panicked to sell off the property when the property are having a good rental, right? So why township property are actually lower stress investment? Many investors actually underestimate the stress. High stress usually come from weak rental demand, frequent vacancy, the price stagnant. But township property reduce this risk. The reason behind will be the diversify of the demand sources, the continuous development phases. Normally, township won't develop one shot lah. They will develop phase by phase. So they have various phases for each, I would say, property in that particular township, right? So you are actually have something that can attract people entering the township to stay. And you're not only betting on like one factor, like any specific location, like only that particular one. You are actually participating in an ecosystem, right? So let's apply this thinking to today's market. Today, when investors evaluate township, they look at the question like, is there medical, education, or lifestyle demand nearby? Is the population expected to grow in the long run? Is this area designed for long-term living? Like especially for those they're looking for retirement, they will prefer a place that nearby all the amenities like hospital, for body checkup, or like when you want to jog and you have to do exercise, right? And you have the park nearby. This is why area surrounding large township will naturally attract the attention because they benefit from the growth, the neighbor community that nearby the township. For example, if nearby Sunway will be Subak. One of the points that I want to highlight today will be township investing is not about just flipping the property in 1 or 2 years time, right? It is about holding the property through the growth of the township and then allowing the ecosystem to be matured, benefiting from demand compounding over time, right? When we're starting to move in the township as a first phase buyer, right? Normally you won't see too much infrastructure yet, like the shopping mall, schools, or even hospital, right? They actually enter step by step because they want the population come into the township first, then there will be more commercial activity, alright? Who will be the one that should consider this township-based investment? I would say this kind of investment will be suitable for someone that have medium to long-term planning, right? And also for investor that prefer stability over the years, not just for the short term, and the buyers who want flexibility to either stay or rent it out in the future. If you value predictable demand, township usually will make sense for you. Once you understand this concept, you will view property choices very differently. If you're someone that think long term, you can explore township-based option that fit your budget and timeline. Right? I do put some of the details in the description and what are the key factors that to look at when you're looking for a township property investment. Right? Thanks for watching today. See you at the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.